I've reviewed thousands and thousands of resumes and cover letters over the years, and the sad truth is about 95% of them completely miss the whole point of sending out a resume and a cover letter. Now, so many people send out cover letters that miss the mark, they spam applications in bulk, and end up feeling completely demotivated when they don't hear back. I get it, I've been there myself, and honestly, it's pretty frustrating when your efforts feel like they're going nowhere. But today in this video, I'll walk you through how to create the perfect cover letter, one that actually stands out, and I'll go over some specific examples, and I'm even gonna show you how to use AI tools like ChatGPT to make sure your cover letter hits the mark every single time. You'll wanna stick around to the end because I'm gonna have some free cover letter templates, some free resume templates, and a few cool checklists and resources to make sure that you're getting out the best cover letters and templates for every single job. So the first thing is, most people don't understand what the heck is the point of a cover letter and why is it relevant? Why do we have to include this thing? And so what is the actual objection for a cover letter versus a resume? The cover letter is essentially your chance to make a personal connection with the hiring manager. It's a bridge between your resume and the job you're applying for. A strong cover letter tells a potential employer why you're a great fit, not just from a skills perspective, but from the personal one. It lets them see a little bit more of your personality, your enthusiasm for the role, and your understanding of their company's mission. In other words, while your resume lists your skills and experience, your cover letter explains why those skills make you the perfect person for the specific job. It's your chance to say, here's why I'm genuinely excited about this role, and here's how I can add value for the team. It gives you a little bit more nuance to expand in areas that your resume just doesn't cover. So the biggest mistakes I see with cover letters is that people make them too generic. If you're sending the same cover letter to every single company, you're missing the complete point of cover letters and why they can be very effective. And I get it, trust me, I used to do this, but now in this video, you'll have a sense on how you can do this and optimize it for each company in just a few seconds. So using generic language is a surefire way to make sure your letter blends in with the hundreds of others employers receive. Phrases like I'm a hard worker or I work well in a team are too vague. Avoid phrases that don't add any unique value. And again, you need to show, not just tell. Don't tell people you're a hard worker. Show them how you're a hard worker by using specific examples that illustrate your exact skills. The next mistake I see is cover letters that are just too long and overly complicated. They're focusing too much on me and not enough on them. A good cover letter should be short to the point and have the employers in mind. What value are you going to be able to provide for them? 1 to 2 pages is kind of the maximum depending on how much experience you have. The last thing is, again, you need to show that you've done your research and you've optimized that resume, not only for the company, but for the actual role that you're applying for. If you have one cover letter and one sort of example that you're sending out and you're just changing a few things, it's not really going to work well, and I'll show you a little bit on why. So the reason is you need to optimize every resume and every single cover letter to be ATS optimized, which is applicant tracking system, meaning you need to use the same keywords that are in the job description on your resume and in your cover letter. So if you're sending out the same one for each company, it's not going to be detected by the ATS systems and you're essentially going to get automatically disqualified. The next reason you need to optimize each one is because each role and each company are looking for different things. What you have on one resume and cover letter is going to appeal to this company, but it might not appeal to this company over here. So that's why you need to optimize each one for the job and the role you're applying for. The easiest way to do this is in a 3-step system, and I'll break down each one of these steps here now. The best cover letters out there follow these templates. And again, a template is just a starting point, but having a blank piece of paper can be a daunting place to start. So I'll leave a link to download these free templates. I suggest finding one that you like, but again, putting more emphasis on the content than how it actually looks. How it looks is about 5% of it. The 95% bulk of it is the actual content inside of it. If you learned something new there, you're gonna love this next part. I've partnered up with Amazon's Audible to give you a free copy of my #1 best-selling book, Global Career, How to Work Anywhere and Travel Forever. Global Career has been featured in prestigious publications like Forbes, CNBC, Entrepreneur Magazine, and even Lonely Planet. And with over 500 positive reviews, this book has helped hundreds of thousands earn from anywhere. To get your free copy and start a 30-day free trial of Audible, all you have to do is visit globalcareerbook.com/audio today, or just scan the QR code on the screen here. So here's the basic outline of a strong cover letter. Your header, include your contact information, the date, followed by the employer's contact information. And then the most important part is going to be the opening paragraph or the first few lines. You need to capture their attention right away. Again, most people are only going to read this, and if you haven't captured their attention in this opening paragraph, they're just not going to continue reading. This isn't just on a cover letter, it's everything on your LinkedIn, on your resume, in any blog article, in any book. You need to capture their attention, you need to hook them, and give them a reason to keep reading. In a few sentences, you should be able to tell them why you're excited about the opportunity and why you're a good fit. Not just tell them, but show them with exact examples. Middle paragraph is going to be where you kind of showcase and expand on your relevant experience, talk about specific project achievements that demonstrate why you'd be a valuable addition for their team, but more importantly, show the results you got in the past and the results that they're looking for based on the job application that they have open. Last, you want to have a closing paragraph, thank them for their time, express enthusiasm for the position, and mention you're looking forward to the opportunity to discuss how you can contribute to their company. In the end, you'll want to sign and have your signature at the very end of each cover letter. That way it shows that it was authentic and it was written by you. Now, the next step is actually going ahead and customizing this template to make sure you have the relevant experience for your role. Again, you want to highlight certain areas of what you want to change. You know, there's going to be things, but you want to take it a little bit further. I would suggest having 2 or 3 different types of cover letters based on the different roles. And then each one of those you're going to be modifying exactly to fit the job description. And I'll show you how to do that here in step 3. So when you're filling this out, you want to make sure if you're applying for a marketing role that's talking about, Facebook advertisements and paid media, you're going to want to make sure that you're using a lot of those keywords that were in the job description in the actual cover letter. If the job description is asking for strong organizational skills, you include concrete examples and use those exact keywords in your cover letter. A well-crafted cover letter should reflect both your personality and your expertise, so don't be afraid to let your genuine interest in the role and company shine through. Now, step 1 and 2 are important, but step 3 is where it's really going to shine, and this is going to be using ChatGPT to actually optimize each cover letter and resume for the hiring position. So the prompt that I like to use is, again, you should have 3 or 4 things. 1, you should have your resume, you should have your cover letter template that's already filled out. And then the third thing is you need to have the job description. And the fourth and last thing is you should have details about what the company does, their mission statement, and all the things that are relevant for ChatGPT to understand the context. And I'll leave a prompt below here that will give you a little bit more insight. But what you want to do is say, hey, ChatGPT, you're now an expert HR hiring manager for the company that you're applying for and for the role that is requiring this. What you want to do is, hey, ChatGPT, review the job description, review my resume, and create a customized cover letter that answers and appeals to the job description that they're looking for. Make sure to utilize these 10 optimized keywords that are found in the job description throughout the cover letter and make sure that they're also included in the resume. ChatGPT will essentially take this prompt, look at the job description, and cater your cover letter to be more optimized for it. Now, again, most people stop here and they just copy and paste it into, a Word document and then ship it off. Guys, this isn't magic. It's as close as it can be, but you need to go ahead and make sure you copy the ChatGPT results into another document, review it, make adjustments. Or what you can do is if you see some big errors in ChatGPT, make sure that you're replying back to it and say, hey, it looks like you didn't use this keyword, or it sounds a little awkward where you use this keyword instead. And again, you kind of misconstrued my experience with reality. Make sure you go ahead and change this sentence here. And so what you can do is you can keep iterating this cover letter, and it might take 4 or 5 iterations to really get it correct. But once you do that, you're gonna have a perfectly optimized cover letter with applicant tracking software keywords that actually fits to what the company is looking for. It fits to your experience, and more importantly, the company's mission statement. And it bridges that gap between all of them to make sure you have a powerful cover letter. Again, guys, 95% of people don't even consider this. So if you do this correctly, you're gonna automatically be in that top 5%. Once you figure out this system, it only takes a few extra minutes, but that few extra minutes could be the difference between doubling your income or salary or getting that dream job that you've always wanted. Now, I think it's highly worth it. And again, guys, if you enjoyed this video, if you learned something new, make sure to subscribe about new videos I'm putting out every single week, teaching you how to earn from anywhere. And if you like this video, I'm gonna leave another video up here in the corner that was hand selected just for you.